Grand Theft Auto 6 reportedly is going to be the most expensive video game ever made. Now, I'll just go ahead right out the gate and say that Rockstar Games formally confirmed the game through a tweet on February 4th, 2022, for those of you that don't know, and it has been under development for quite a while now. However, the longer it takes to develop a game, the more it costs. Now combine that with additional expenditures like marketing and advertisements, and the total could reach an exorbitant amount of money. While there hasn't been an official announcement regarding the budget or anything like that, I want to make that clear that this video is pure speculation. I just want to say, let's look at why some believe it could be the most expensive game of all time. Now I will say this. The game's development cost alone is reportedly $250 million or more. That's how much they spent on GTA 5. This sum could easily jump to over $1 billion when considering marketing, promotion, and other expenditures. Now, with all the money GTA 5 and online has acquired over the years, there is no shortage of funds. However, I will say this. The risk of this kind of investment if the game fails to meet expectations is astronomical. Still, it should be remembered that Grand Theft Auto 6 is one of the most highly anticipated games of all time. That is a fact. Even without proper updates or communication from Rockstar Games, the buzz surrounding the sequel continues to grow. Now, thus, it is highly possible that the developers should have no problem receiving the amount of money that they spent on making this big ass game, regardless of how well it's received. Rockstar Games is expected to go all out with this promotion, which will likely be equal to, and if not more than, the amount that they spent on the marketing campaign for Grand Theft Auto 5. For those of y'all that don't remember, they had posters on side of the building. They was doing these pre-order giveaways where you get free shirts, keychains, all types of stuff. That's just what it is. Rockstar is known to include details into their games, which can take a long time. We all know that. There are one of the biggest names in the gaming industry and employ thousands of people. Hence, the longer it takes to develop the game, the more they will have to spend on equipment costs and salaries. That's basically contributing to raising the overall budget. Simple as that. So I want to pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below. Do you think GTA's budget could cross $1 billion? I could tell you with a game like this, they're putting way too many eggs all in one basket, and I got my fingers crossed that this does not blow up in their face, because if they do, this will be the one time the Grand Theft Auto series falls flat on its face. That's not something I want to see, but I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous that they're doing all of this different stuff with Grand Theft Auto. I just kind of want them to keep the game fun, keep it exciting, and keep it from being too realistic, so that way we can enjoy the game. Anytime something makes money, everybody feels the need to turn it into something it doesn't need to be turned into. For example, the Fast and the Furious franchise, my favorite movie is Too Fast, Too Furious out of the whole franchise, because it was so grounded, it was realistic. Now they over here damn near in space at this point, you know? So it's like, ever since the franchise started making money hand over fist, these bigwigs got behind it and put a lot of money into it, and now they doing all of this crazy stuff, which tends to happen with TV shows also. So my whole point is that I'm a little concerned that with the amount of money that GTA 5 made, GTA 6 is probably going to be overproduced, and that's something I'm really concerned about. So I got a second question I want to pass off to you guys in the comment section below. How do you feel about Grand Theft Auto 6? Do you think it's going to be overproduced? I do think it's going to be overproduced, because everybody wants their name on Grand Theft Auto. That looks good on your resume across the board. It's like, wow, you worked on one of the best titles of all time in gaming history. That means a lot. So which means everybody's going to be pulling strings to try to get their hands on, get their name on one of them Grand Theft Auto credits. So that's why, for me, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, they need to avoid the realism And also, they may be losing some of their iconic, sorry about that, they may be losing some of their iconic features, all in the name of realism and trying to make the game become something that it's not. People love Grand Theft Auto because it wasn't real. It was this crazy lunatic place where you can pick up a joystick, shoot rocket launchers, run from police, and not having to deal with all the realistic aspects of things. Now, while I can say Grand Theft Auto 4 was one of my favorite games, one thing I didn't like was the realism of it, where you can start stumbling, you can fall over stuff and everything, and it's like, Jesus Christ, just let the game be a game. We have real life. If we want realism, we can get that from real life. There's no reason to include that into the video games, in my opinion. You know, like, don't get me wrong, some games are really good when they're realistic, like Red Dead Redemption was really good. I just want you to understand that the main point of me saying what I'm saying now is that I'm nervous of what they're going to do with my favorite franchise, and I'm just kind of concerned that they're going to ruin it and they're going to run it into the ground, all for the sake of making $1 billion or $2 billion, whatever couple billion that they're going to make. Because I can tell you right now, it's seeming that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to outsell Grand Theft Auto 5, and it probably get done within the first week of pre-orders or something like that. You know, I think Grand Theft Auto 5 sold about 500 million first day or something like that. I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably going to do double, and if it don't, that's going to spell disaster and shoot up some red flags, but I'm pretty sure they're going to make up for that in funds with Grand Theft Auto 6 online, or just the online franchise in general. So thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.